Morning guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. I know we said on the last video it was going to be the last video on the Landrover, but upon request in that video everybody said, Rob, you really should have done one more video on it because we'd like to know a few more things about it, i.e. the numbers. Guys, quite a lot of you want me to do the numbers on the car and you wanted to see what we had done on it. So I've got a couple of plans for it today, and I thought, you know what, I am going to document it and I'm going to show each and every one of you what it is that we're doing, and we'll get this completely done. And as you can see, we have scotched off that paint now the absolute best we can. The colour match is not fantastic because this is just not worn. Quite a few of you said, can we see that bulkhead? But literally Chris has done a zip weld down here and here, and he's ground it back. We haven't tried filling it and smoothing it off and repairing it all, but that is now 100% solid and absolutely perfect. It is booked in for an MOT at 2:30. I had quite a lot on at the weekend, so couldn't take it. So at 2:30 today it will be getting an MOT and that side of it will be done. The inside, it was pitch black when I was trying to show you the other night, so you couldn't really see the mats and etc. But I am going to be taking this to the valeters. I know they're not going to do an incredible, you know, they can only do what they've got. So we'll just have it washed. We'll have all the seats cleaned up. The seat belts are now all fitted by driver's side and passenger side, and we've done pretty much, well, we have done everything that we're going to do to the car. We've left the box in the back with quite a few spares, and they're absolutely no good to us, so they will be coming with the car. There's some original books with the car. Land Rover Series 2, that workshop manual, and this one's Series 2 as well, but I'm sure they're probably very similar, but that's actually an original old parts manual, so quite nice to have that. These back seats, again, they're in quite nice condition. What we'll probably do is take all that out, and when they clean it all, we'll have all those seats all cleaned up, get all the glass done. We're not trying to get it showroom. We know that it's not. It's very, very patinaed. So as you can see there, I can't really remember the other parts that people did ask for, but I'll try and go back through the messages. I see one of them saying, has it had a smack here? No, I believe that at some point that hinge has obviously been broken and the door has chinned that A pillar and put a little dent in it there. The dent does disappear about here, so the bottom of it's fine. There is just a little dent there, and you can see there is a little bit, it's been dented there and someone has previously tapped it out. So all in all, another question people was asking, why didn't you buy 4 tyres for it? Guys, these tyres were £130 each. They are premium tyres as well, they're Avons, but these are brand new old stock, and they was the only tyres available. The 2 rear tyres that was on it was perished to pieces, and we got these off of the chap that I actually bought the car off, and he said that he bought them quite a while ago. He actually bought 4 because they was in brilliant condition, and he actually used 2 of them on another Land Rover that he's got. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with those tyres, and they are like new. A couple of people said, are they different sizes? And the answer to that was no as well. These are 7.50 16s, and these ones here are also 750 16s. So although they're slightly different tread pattern, they are identical size tyres. It's just the knobbly bits on these tyres do come down a little bit further, so they do look different, but they are the same. The mud flaps, you couldn't really see them in the last video. We was in the workshop, it was quite late, we'd been working on it all day, so I do apologise you couldn't see them, and that certainly looks a lot brighter. I do have some black paint, and I probably will scotch this off later and go over it just to tidy it up. And yeah, we'll be obviously getting it all cleaned under the arches, having all the springs cleaned, and most importantly that MOT, just for a safety aspect of things. But yeah, that is pretty much all I can say about it at the moment. We'll go over, get it MOT'd. and then we'll do a walk around it. We're going to get it valeted, we get it cleaned up, and I'll come back and I'll let you know kind of a bit of the plans for it. I was just pulling out of the yard, guys, going to go and get some diesel and have it valeted, and I thought I'll chuck it in the tripod, the screen mount, and do a bit of a video for you. And we only bought this the other day and it's completely broken already, so I'm afraid that's not going to be happening. Let's go and get some diesel and get it all washed and cleaned out. Little bit of testing. So as you would have seen, guys, that actually went really, really well. And quite a lot of you said to me, you know, have a drive of it, you'll love it. And the first time I jumped in it earlier on, that was the first time, literally, I'd been up the road and back in it. But I took it for a run, got some diesel, had it cleaned. And it really, really has got character. And it kind of puts a smile on your face when you're driving it. So I really can see why they appeal to so many people so much. You'll all be pleased to know that it absolutely flew through an M.O.T, just like we thought it would after doing the initial M.O.T check, and we come out of there with that fail sheet without it logged on, and we just literally went ahead, done all of those jobs and some extras and got it through a test. I did say earlier in the video that this was caused possibly by the door, but Chris said to me earlier it doesn't actually have check straps, and if you see how far that bends round, that dent is actually caused when the door has actually caught that wing. So that is the issue there, guys. But it now has an M.O.T. You would have seen in that little bit of off-road in there, we couldn't resist it. Chris said, go and have a little go up and down that hill in it. And, you know, we both had a little go of it each, and it really was quite fun. So it was all clean. Unfortunately, now it does have a little bit of dirt on it. They did clean all this out in the back here earlier. Cleaned it up the best they could. All the windows are done inside and out. Like I say, there is a box of parts for it. They're no good to us, so they will be going with the car. So a couple of people mentioned this in the last video. I actually found somebody give me this, sorry. And it's actually a cover that goes on the front grille for the winter months, apparently. I'm not sure, to stop the engine icing up or freezing up or something like that. But basically, it is exactly the same pattern as that grille, and it all clips on there for one reason or another. I couldn't say exactly what it is for, but I'm sure one of you guys out there will know. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I did say earlier that I am going to be painting that back piece there, so we're just waiting we just come back and it was tipping it down, so we're just waiting for most of the water to run off of it, and then we'll be taking it inside and painting that back cross member. But guys, yeah, let me know what you think. I really do hope this has answered all the questions. There was so many, and I thought, well, I better do this other video on it. Guys, on the M.O.T, there was no advisories. Somebody did ask me last time, did it pass the smoke test? And the answer to that is, because this is so old, it's visual smoke only. And this car, when you first start it up from cold, although it had that little bit of smoke, it doesn't smoke when you're driving it and when you stop. It's literally just initially when you first start it up. The seats all come up really, really nice, actually. They do look really good. And now we have got these safety belts fitted. So whoever does buy it, he's going to have a peace of mind there. So yeah, let's stop waffling on, get it inside and get that back cross member painted. So you can't actually see it that well on camera, but that has made a world of difference. It really does look nice, clean, bright and presentable now. I'll just let that dry for 20 minutes, take all the masking tape off it, and then I'll come back, guys, and we'll probably pretty much have another walk around and do an end on the car. We'll crunch the numbers. Just thought I'd quickly show you this, guys, before I sat down and did the numbers. You can see certain patches of it are dry now and some other little parts are still wet, but I think you would agree it certainly helped it out a lot, and it certainly looks a lot more tidier now that those surface rust bits have been removed. Once that's all completely dry, I'm sure that will look lovely. So I've got the tripod set up. I'm going to jump in the seat and let's go through the numbers. So guys, it has been a really nice, easy little build. Got no complaints. There's not really been any hard work involved in this whatsoever. Certainly not as much as this one. But I know that this is everybody's favourite part. They love the transparency of my channel. They love the way that I just let you know the price. I have absolutely nothing to hide. And on each and every one of my cars, if you want to know how much something was, I will always tell you. I have absolutely nothing to hide at all. And I always try and do this end, crunch the numbers. And I know that on the last video of this car, I said that it was going to be the last, and everyone was kind of disappointed. And after I watched it back, I can only agree that, yes, I didn't go through the numbers, and I also missed quite a lot of stuff out. So let's get down to that now, that it is all done. So as you would remember from the first video, we paid £2,250 for this Land Rover. We put £20 in the truck to go and collect it. The tyres on this Land Rover was very, very expensive. We struggled to get them like at such short notice. But those front tyres were £130 each, so that was £260 on tyres. The wheels, again, I got looked after. I know the guys down at Smarts. I've been using them for a long, long time. I always have and I always will. And they looked after me and done the wheels at £60 each. So that was another £240. We ordered floor mats, mud flaps, loads of other little bits and pieces. I haven't written down the whole list, that's just some of it. And that was £120. The pre-M.O.T that we took it for, we really wanted to do that for us to know if it needed anything, but more importantly for you guys. You enjoyed that when we did it on the LSE, so it was a must-have to do it again. So that was £40 for the pre-M.O.T. Plus the M.O.T it had today was an additional £40. So we have spent £80 on M.O.Ts now. You would have saw that little bit where I was having it valeted earlier, and that was £20. Again, very, very cheap. I only asked for 17, but I gave them 20 anyway. Paint and materials for the little bit of work that we've done was £20. And when I went down to the garage earlier, I put £20 worth of diesel in it. And the diesel gauge is working, by the way. It's on half a tank now. So the total price, buying the car and all of the parts, was £3,030. And we are asking £4,500 for this car. So that will be, if we sell it for £4,500, a pre-tax profit of £1,470. So it was definitely worth doing. And like you guys have been saying in the comments, whoever does buy that is getting an absolute bargain, because for a 1974, it is solid underneath and it's had all that new stuff done. So it is a very, very good start for somebody that wants to do a full resto or just use it exactly as it is. So that is it, guys. That definitely is the last video this time. I really do hope you enjoy it. As usual, please let me know in the comments section. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. It really does help the channel grow and we really do appreciate it. Check out the merch store. The link will be in the description. If you want to follow us for some little sneak peeks throughout the day, I've put a couple out today. Instagram, Salvage Rebuilds. I want to thank you all very much for following this build. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you very, very soon in the next one.